Hi folks, this is my second YouTube video. I made one a few weeks ago about my experience with posterior cervical laminectomy and fusion surgery. Obviously I had the wrong approach. My video was about 28 minutes long and I got no likes, no questions, no comments. So quite obviously it was too long and not focused enough. So I promised to do better. I am at 9 weeks post-surgery. In my first video, I said that I had a video conference review with the surgical team at 6 weeks. What did in fact happen is that I had x-rays taken at 6 weeks. And our video conference we weren't able to have it right away. The Labor Day holiday weekend was part of the reason for that. So today I'm at exactly 9 weeks, and I've had a video conference with the surgical team that worked on me. Although the physician, the neurosurgeon that I spoke with, was actually not present in the operating room. But he had the x-rays that I took, and we were able to talk about the surgery and what he was seeing. The primary purpose of the 6-week video conference and x-rays was to check the hardware that was implanted in my neck and make sure that it was properly placed and hadn't moved. And it hadn't. Right off the bat, let me spin around. I'll show you my incision at 9 weeks. I think you can see that okay. You saw electric leads, or at least one or two. I guess you probably saw both. Electric leads on my neck. This is a battery pack that sends power to those electrical leads, and that is a bone growth stimulator to aid in the fusion of my cervical spine. One interesting thing I found out in my video conference, or actually before my video conference, I had the x-rays taken and I looked at my x-rays at the radiology center where I had them done, and I could see a spinous process on C7. My post-surgery report indicated that I had laminectomy from C3 to C7 and partials or laminotomies at C2 and T1. It seems now that the surgery wasn't quite as involved as first indicated. I had laminectomies from 3 to 6, and C7 is a partial because, again, my spinous process is still in place. And so my surgical procedure does indeed still involve 7 levels. I'm fused and have hardware from C2 to T1. But the extent of the laminectomy was not as much as I thought, and only one partial at C7. I'm doing good. I very rarely have to take Tylenol for pain every few days, maybe overdo something and it gets to acting up. But otherwise, doing great and sleeping well. Here again, watching the time here, I'm at a little over 5 minutes, so I'm not going to run this darn thing for half an hour and subject you to that. But I do hope that this shorter video and will raise some questions, and I'll either try to address them in another video or in responding to your questions to this video. In spite of its length, I'd like to think that my first video had some valuable information in it. So if what I said in this one interests you, perhaps you'd go back and take a look at that first one, even if you fast forward a time or two. If you search for Tom Clare PCLF, like posterior cervical laminectomy infusion, you should find it pretty easily. So with that, I'll close and wish you a good day. And if you're facing this surgery or have had this surgery, I hope that you got something out of it. And please make some comments and let me know if I'm on the right track now. Thanks.